Can you hear me now?
Yeah, perfectly. I was like, I'm sorry I wasn't recording. We can take a second to remember.
Boobarella.
Barbarella.
Barbarella. Daft Shader.
Daft Shader.
Yeah, Daft Shader.
She 3P Ho.
She 3P Ho and Baby YOLO.
See? But the most important name to remember of all, Russell Tovey.
Hello.
I just feel so like, do you know who Luba is from Strictly Come Dancing?
I don't think I do. I've not watched Strictly in years.
She's beautiful. And I feel like I look like her.
You know, she's humble. She's humble.
Yeah. Oh my God, is it just me? Is it warm in here?
Are you warm in where you are?
Yeah,
I'm quite okay.
I'm wearing nothing as well.
Oh, menopause. You know, you're getting old now.
Shut up.
Birthday's soon.
29. I'm not 30 yet.
Creep into that 30.
Oh, stop it. Stop it. You're the next one after me.
No, I don't think that's true. I'm 22 every year. Racers, are you ready?
It's time for
the Brit Stop!
Woo. Shit, you're gonna hate me. Fucking recording to the cloud.
Stop it now.
Right.
Stop it now.
Is it too late to restart? I'm really sorry.
No.
You know what? I can't work under these conditions. It's just too much going on.
All right, stand by, guys. Quiet on the set.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Hello, and a huge fabulous welcome back to the Brit Stop. I'm Russell Tovey's secret lover, but that's Nadia Business.
And I am Russell Tovey's worst nightmare. It's Lorna.
And a huge fabulous welcome back to the Brit Stop, episode 3, season 3, episode 8, where this week we are, of course, reviewing RuPaul's Drag Race, season 3, episode 8. Huge fabulous welcome to the return of my favourite bitch, Lorna!
Hello. All the applause and the absolute adoration. Insert it here now.
No.
Hi, bitch. I'm back.
Oh, I'm so glad. You know, we did think about replacing you last week with Tess, our wonderful special guest host, who we have to give a huge shout out to. But we ultimately decided not to do that. I'm so glad you're back.
Just yet.
Producer Steve stepped in and was like, no, she's the funny one, you're the beautiful one.
That's funny. Tell another one.
You always said I've got a face for radio.
And I've got an ass.
Full stop. But yes, huge thanks to Tess for last week. What
So good.
an episode, darling. I loved it last week.
Let's talk about episode 7 because it was a wild ride.
It was a hot mess. It was absolute mayhem, but so much fun. So much fun.
Yes.
I loved every minute, and I actually think the queens had a really fun time.
Yeah, I mean, we had the top 5 racing against the clock. We got Charity Shop 2. We got Alicia fucking Dixon.
Oh my God, amazing.
And Lorna, that lip sync, what did you think?
That lip sync to Mystique was everything for me. I thought, hands down, I think that was the best lip sync I've seen all season. Vanity Milan is coming for those hoes on this lip sync. Oh my God.
But it's a new week and that is all forgotten because we have a top 4 and the competition starts again, basically.
I know. Oh my God, top 4. So Scarlett Harlot sashayed away last week, which was really sad to see because Scarlett was one of my favourites from the very off. I really enjoyed her energy and her vibe from the beginning. I do think that she's such a young queen and that, you know, she's got so much growth to do and she's just going to get better and better and better. So I'm really excited to see her journey, as Ru likes to say.
Journey. Not the J word.
But now we've got our top 4. We've got Vanity Milan, we've got Ella Day, we've got Kitty Scott Claus, and we've got Crystal Versace in our top 4. Nadia, did you predict this?
When I looked at the queens and when we first met them, I said Crystal, I said Kitty, I said Victoria.
Oh, yeah.
And then I said 4th spot to be determined. I didn't think we'd see Ella here. I didn't think that we would see Vanity here. I am so pleased that they are here.
Isn't Ella Day such a dark horse in this competition, Nadia? Like, I completely agree with you. I thought she was a really good queen, but I didn't see her in the top, but my God, she's just got stronger and stronger every week.
Yeah. So coming back from last week, we have Kitty Scott Claus has just received her first badge and she won't shut up about it, but rightly so because it was a very well-deserved win. She's got a sash.
The
Sash.
SASH.
And now she is more of a contender, I would say, because she's come close a few times. But now that she's got that badge, it kind of solidifies her place a little bit more in this top 4.
You can see, you can see that her confidence just rose ever so slightly, even though she's such a confident queen as it is. But you could tell that now she's like, she can see that crown and she's got the badge behind her now. So she's like, this is easy, kids. I can do this. Let's get into it because this was really, really fun and exciting challenge for me. I love this. So it's a full-on acting challenge this week. RuPaul arrives and announces that the queens this week are going to act in this sci-fi filmic Hollywood extravaganza film called, oh my God, but I had this before, but
Are you having a stroke?
I think I'm having a stroke.
Bra Wars?
Bra Wars? I think because I've got Bra Barella in my head, I'm literally just like...
Bra Wars, yes.
Something of the... Oh, Jesus.
I don't remember the second bit. I just remember Bra Wars. She's got it.
Got it. A film that the queens need to do that overacting is Bra Wars, the Vampire Claps Back.
Yes!
On it!
Well done. She remembered.
Thank you, darling.
We have seen a top 4 acting challenge before last season 2 with Beastenders.
I'm a script! Yes, it is!
Brilliant.
So yeah, and that was good. So we really, wanted as viewers this to be matching that.
Much better.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's so hilarious. We know it's like a little bit of a fun kind of like riff on Star Wars. You think there might be some Star Trek references, maybe some Doctor Who, some British sci-fi in there as well. So really, really excited for this. And Nadia, the names of the characters that Ru wants the queens to play cracked me up. Oh my God, they're so funny.
Barbarella.
Barbarella. I wanted to say Boobarella before,
Same.
but it's Barbarella.
Yeah. And then we have her arch nemesis. We have Daft Shader.
Very good.
Yeah. She 3P Ho.
That was one of my faves.
Which is how Sean Connery actually says C3P Ho.
Don't do your Sean Connery again. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I shan't. And of course, we have the parody of Baby Yoda. We have Baby YOLO.
Very cute.
Which on Drag Race means you only lose once. Insert a picture of Shangela here.
Oh my God, I love it. And Kitty Scott Claus was given the task of sort of choosing her role and choosing the other queen's roles as she won last week.
Yeah.
So there was a little fun segment where Kitty decided that she wanted to hold auditions for the roles, which I found really quite amusing.
Yeah.
And it became fairly obvious who are the actors and who are not in the group.
Yes! I mean, Kitty and Ella are both musical theatre queens. You know, they perform, they sing. Vanity is a dancer, and Crystal...
It's just fierce.
Yeah.
So yeah, and so it became quite like obvious, and Kitty and Ella were getting very confident, weren't they? They were just very much like worried about the queens, who their roles are going to be.
My favourite bit of this segment was Kitty saying she's going to Barbra Streisand herself all over this production, because have you ever seen Yentl?
Yes, I have.
There's
Papa,
nobody else in it. It's a one-woman show.
Me?
Oh, very good.
Can you
One-woman
hear
show.
me?
Wow. I'm in awe.
Fun fact, Miriam Margolyes is in that.
Yes, she is. Yes, I've heard that as well.
I love Barbara, but that was a
Barbara.
one-woman show.
Oh yeah, it was like a passion project, wasn't it?
But yeah, Kitty was very funny with this. It became quite clear that Vanity is not an accent queen.
No. We all have our strengths, okay? And that's not one of hers.
No. Well, let's just say it. The roles were cast. Kitty continues to cast herself as the lead role, but Barbarella. So close.
No surprises there.
No. Ella is cast as Daft Shader.
Amazing. I'd love that role. Oh, to play the villain.
That's
it's just the
meaty.
best. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, you do it every day. And despite Crystal saying that she didn't want to kind of do She-3PO because it was like predictable for her, she wanted to maybe play Baby Yolo or something else. She gets cast as She-3PO, and Vanity is cast as Baby Yolo.
Yes, yeah.
Which, to her surprise, when she opens the script, she's just a head.
Yeah. Now, come on. Drag Race, Ru and the producers love putting queens in a box and just their head shows. Okay. But I, don't let that kind of fool you that is the worst part, because we have seen scene stealers in past episodes of Drag Race where the head has stolen the show.
Season 6, Darian Lake won the challenge.
There you go. And it was such a brilliant performance. I think the main thing going into this, Nadia, and which I think you'll agree with, is just go big, okay? Yeah. Just go big. You're in the top 4. Just have so much fun on this acting challenge. Yeah. And whether you're literally in a box and your head sticking out, or whether, you're the evil kind of like nemesis, just make it big and bold and just have fun. So I just think any of these parts it's just brilliant.
So the queens head to rehearsal, and they're going to be directed, of course, by the wonderful one and only beautiful Michelle Visage.
She's so glamorous, man. I love her.
Just fucking stunning.
Ah.
That grey streak.
Oh, here for it. Yeah.
Incredible. And rehearsals go pretty much as expected to an extent.
I found it really interesting, and I thought the producers were really kind of, being a bit clever on this, because how they edited it and what they showed in rehearsals actually made me think all of them could be in trouble. And could this be a repeat of the advertisement challenge a couple of weeks ago? Could we get another Ru face after the viewing? Because we saw, Kitty stumble over a line, which I suppose that was more funny than a little bit like, oh God, Kitty's in trouble.
Yeah.
We saw Ella Day struggling with her lines, and she admitted she started getting into her head and panicking a little bit. So I was really scared for Ella. And then we also saw Crystal nearly have a little mini meltdown over her lines. And then Vanity Milan, what needed to be pushed to make Baby YOLO bigger.
Funny.
So yeah. So I was sort of a bit like, I don't know what's going to come out here. What did you think?
I mean, we see it all the time with the rehearsal edits. There's always going to be a bit of tension, a bit of suspension. So I wasn't too worried because I thought hopefully they can pull this out of the bag. But like you say, I was worried for Ella.
I know.
This didn't seem to be a repeat of the commercial challenge. Thank fuck.
No, Michelle was like laughing and clearly engaged with what the queens were doing. And actually, there was a really touching moment, wasn't there, between Michelle and Crystal, where Crystal was really panicking because Crystal kind of admitted, she said, she struggles with like reading and like containing the words. So yeah, she really panicked, and Michelle just was really nice to her and just said, listen, you don't have to be perfect. Just enjoy it. Lovely bit of advice.
My feel was that these are not Oscar, BAFTA, Tony, SAG Award winning scripts. No offense, people at the BBC that work on Drag Race World of Wonder.
How dare you?
Oh! They're not, I mean, we said it when the commercial challenge aired, they're not the funniest, typically, challenges, correct?
Yeah.
However, I was laughing at this.
I was
laughing.
It was really clever. Yeah. I mean, we'll get into it more when we see them, but yeah, just the kind of like snippets and the throwbacks to drag in jokes and things that the fans are really gonna love and laugh at. I really enjoyed. Oh, they all looked fab, didn't they? Let's just speak briefly about like their outfits, and like I loved Crystal's look, the C3P hoe. She looked
so good,
fucking amazing.
So good.
I just thought it was great. I thought Ella looked amazing, even though the wig was just like a little bit like I hate those like mini fringes, but
that was her Mystic Meg wig.
Oh yeah, you saw that, clocked that one. But she looks fit, her makeup, she just looked really great. Yeah, I thought the outfits were really fun.
Yeah, I was really impressed. And Vanity looked really good blue.
Yeah, I mean, Michelle said that, didn't she? That like, oh, Vanity, all you had to do was actually paint your head. Like, that's all she had to do.
But I'll say this. Painting your face blue is one thing, but making sure it looks an opaque blue under those lights, that's a whole different ball game. So I was impressed.
That's true.
Just gonna say. I feel like I look like the hair's giving me like Tatiana and Alyssa. And I look like Tatiana.
You do.
Shut up and drive.
As soon as you said that, and then a little bit of Alyssa in there as well.
Yeah.
Shut up and drive. Shut up and that was one of my favorite moments.
Such a good moment
in Drag Race. Full stop. Lovely.
It's a Pepsi halftime show.
Have you got water and then, or is it just Pepsi straight? Oh yeah, come on. I mean,
you say I got water?
Well,
I've not drunk water since 1998, babe. When I pee, it's Pepsi.
Disgusting!
Oh, what's that?
It's a bobby pin.
Oh, right. What's that?
It's a good drag name, that. Good drag king name, Bobby Pin. There you go, for free. Have it.
Oh my God, that's so good, Bobby Pin.
Bobby Pin. Should we go to the runway? Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay, it is time for the runway and this week's theme. What is this week's theme?
So I've got opinions on this runway, but isn't it like scene
stealers?
Isn't it scene stealers?
Yes.
It is scene stealers, isn't it?
Yeah. So the queens are recreating famous movie looks. Lorna, before we get into it, which movie famous look, or even famous movie look, would you recreate on the main stage if you were on Drag Race?
Oh my God. Well, it's a little bit like maybe it's been done before, but I'm an absolute fan of Scarlett from Gone with the Wind.
Oh my God, you so would.
And just doing the curtain look.
Yeah.
Have you seen the movie? Guys, if you've not seen the movie, it is a little bit problematic,
Yeah.
I must say. But as a sort of a feminine icon, if you can separate that, Scarlett, oh my word. And she just wears this gown that she's made out of curtains, and it's just everything. So that's what I'd do. What about you, Nadia?
Oh my God. I think I would do either Audrey Hepburn, Breakfast at Tiffany.
Yeah, perfect.
Because black is slimming, so I would wear a lot of black. Or I would do, like, almost in keeping with this week's challenge, like a Princess Leia style, but I don't know if it looked too costumey.
Oh, yeah, see, that is the thing, isn't it? But I reckon you could do it, babe. I reckon you could do a fashion Princess Leia.
Yeah, with some buns.
Oh, yeah. So it's like quite an exciting sort of like runway.
Yeah.
But I mean, let's get into it, because I wasn't so sure about what the queens chose and what they wore.
Oh, really?
Not so much.
Oh my God. We're about to fight.
I'm a bit judgy on this one, babe.
Oh no, I loved it. I loved it.
The first one being Crystal, who is, to be honest, out of all of them, my favourite, because it looks so glamorous. And she came down in her interpretation of Cruella de Vil. And that silhouette, the shoulders, the dress, the way she had it, her wig was the classic split in two.
Yeah.
Then she had the fur, her makeup snatched, face beautiful, perfect. Really, really liked it. I thought, is Cruella de Vil a little bit sort of predictable?
Yes and no. Like, it's not the first thing I would have thought to come out in. Like, the first thing that would come to mind is Marilyn's pink look from Gentlemen Prefer Blondes.
Oh yeah, which
I was really glad nobody came out in.
Well, yeah, hadn't we seen that
Every
recently?
season.
I was gonna say,
Well,
Kitty
did it for her red carpet look.
That's
but we
right.
see it pretty much every season. Somebody does an interpretation of it. But Cruella de Vil, I love this. I thought this was really fun. It was really fashion. It was every detail was looked at.
Oh my word. Oh my lordy. Beautiful, glamorous, perfect.
Next down the runway, we have the Queen of My Heart and the Queen of My Bussy. Queen of My Heart and Queen of My Bussy. Ella Day.
Get out of the gutter.
Oh, never. It's all right. Russell's in town now, so Ella can get lost. Ella Day. And she is giving us, from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Oompa Loompa Chic. I've got a feeling that my lovely, 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 glamorous, gorgeous co-host Lorna is not a fan of this.
I hated this.
Stop it.
No, I will not stop. I didn't like it.
Oh my God.
I just don't think, personally, just don't do an Oompa Loompa. I don't want it on my drag stage. I don't think you can do Oompa Loompa fashion. I just don't think you can. And Ella Day, she looked cute and it was like fun, but I didn't like the trousers. They were strange. I just didn't like it. And I didn't like the orange, the skin look. I know it's difficult because she'd have to paint her whole body orange, and that is really, really difficult to make look neat and clean, whatever. But yeah, didn't like it, Nadia. Didn't like it. Hot take.
I fucking love this because I think I know where you're coming from. We see Oompa Loompas on stag do's and club, parties and Halloween, and everybody does it, and you can buy it off the internet. But this for me was it stepped up. This for me was, it was fashion, but it was fun. It was completely unexpected, and it was glamorous and sexy. I loved it.
I mean, a certain Russell Tovey also found it very erotic.
That's not the reason I love it, by the way. And it's not the reason I've literally just ordered the costume off Amazon to go down to London in. Russell, where are you?
Knocking on doors.
Doobity-doo. No, I loved it. And I think, you know, as much as I love you, you're wrong.
Each to their own opinions. Okay. However, I liked this next look a lot. So Vanity Milan comes down the runway. Now, I don't know this film, but it's an iconic look that Halle Belly Halle Belly.
That's what I've got. Halle Belly.
From Halle Berry.
Uh-huh.
In the film, was it
Baps?
Baps.
Yes.
Baps.
Yes. Baps. The word has lost all meaning.
It really has now. No, but yeah, so I didn't really know this film, but I genuinely could see Halle Berry. Like I sort of recognized the look.
Yeah.
It looked amazing, and Vanity looked absolutely gorgeous. Her makeup, we say this every week, is so on point. It looks stunning. I loved the hair. Like any kind of amazing weave like that, love it. Like Simone-esque, like really, really cool.
Sure.
And the shaping looked right, the outfit looked right, but it was orange again.
This is exactly what I'm gonna say. I know that, you know, they get a list. So the queens get a list of what looks they're going to need to bring. It's kind of like, and it might be like a hint of something, but may not be, you know, exactly true to the point. But they don't know what order they're going to come in. So she couldn't have known that, oh shit, like the 3 looks I have planned that are orange are going to come week after week. However, she chose that charity shop look last week.
I know.
So and like Michelle said, you know, that same blonde bowl wig that she wore with that orange sequin dress last week was underneath the other wig.
Well, that is true. Yeah.
It was gorgeous. I loved it, you know, but give us something else. However, our 4th and final queen down the runway this episode, Kitty Scott Claus. I didn't expect this from her.
No, this was Rose Titanic realness.
Yeah, and this is not, if you ask me, oh, what looks is somebody going to bring to the runway for this particular category, is not a look I would have gone instantly like, oh yeah.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I wouldn't. I wouldn't think of it. But she said it's one of her favourite films, and she gets all the cultural references.
Yeah.
Okay, here's what I think. Her outfit when she came out with the gown and the hat, she looked beautiful. I hated the reveal. Okay.
Really?
Oh my! It just keep it on. Do you know what? I say it every week, but I just want to see a gown for the entire runway play.
I know.
It was so much more beautiful, and it fits her shape. As soon as she whipped that off, she cut herself like in half, and she just looked like, I just didn't like it. I didn't like it.
Have the tables turned?
Yeah.
Well. How the turntables.
I know. I've got opinions on this runway.
Oh my God. No, I mean, like, you're talking about queens and their lengths of outfit in terms of their height, and I've not mentioned it once.
I'm learning from the master.
Well, the mistress. Yeah, no, I loved the reveal. I thought it was fun. And it didn't, for me, take away from the look that she came out in. I know what you're saying.
I just think it was a bit pointless.
Okay, fair enough.
I just want a thwart. Like,
yeah, you want something that's meaningful.
I need a fan right now that's just going to give me the sass. It was a fun runway, but I've got to admit, Nadia, I was slightly disappointed.
I wasn't.
We'll agree to disagree.
Well, normally we agree.
Yeah, we do.
So this is refreshing.
I know. Oh my God.
I know. And, you know, it's bonkers that it takes us to this episode for us to disagree. And it's your last episode. Okay, so along with the delicious, gorgeous, incredibly talented, but even more handsome Russell Tovey as our extra special guest judge this week, we are treated to Bra Wars, the Fempire Slaps back. And Lorna, thoughts, please.
I thought this was really good fun, and I was so relieved after what we just spoke about in the rehearsals and not the rehearsals, well, the actual like filming of it.
Sure.
It was looking touch and go, and we didn't know what the outcome was going to be, but it was so much fun. You could see that all of the queens really went for it. Michelle really worked hard with them and got the really good takes. There were some really amazing standout performances. I thoroughly enjoyed Ella Vaday's Darth Vader. I thought it was so effortless, very fun, very campy, and her delivery was just fantastic. I think she was a standout for me. What did you think?
Yeah, I agree. This is what I want from every Drag Race acting challenge. Kitty was fantastic. And do you know what? They might have struggled a little bit, but I thought Vanity and Crystal absolutely fucking came through and did that.
I completely agree. Like, talk about, you know, Ella Day and Kitty feeling, you know, naturally comfortable. They're in an environment that they find like easy to kind of slip into that role. Crystal and Vanity, this is very like strange and uncomfortable for them to do. It's a little bit, you know, you can be really self-conscious with it, but they really had a good fun go. And I just loved it. Like, absolutely hilarious. Crystal, a C3PO, just literally getting it up the bum from the see all the punny names. The Brolic. Yeah. Oh, just wonderful.
Brilliant.
Really, really good fun.
Brilliant. It seems pretty obvious to us, doesn't it? And to them and to kind of everybody watching that Ella and Kitty were really good as expected. Nobody fucked up. It's going to be Vanity and Crystal in the bottom two.
That's right. And that's what the Queens spoke about during Untucked. It was very much Kitty and Ella being very, very overly confident that they're not lip syncing. And it was just agreed upon them all that, yeah, it's going to be Vanity and Crystal lip syncing for their lives.
But then Ru calls Crystal's name first.
Yes. Gagged. And Crystal is like nearly on the floor.
Well, we all were. And
she's announced as safe.
Yeah. And I'm going, oh my God. Like, because the praise was so high and I'm thinking, are we getting another Willem elimination or something going on? Like,
oh,
I was so confused. And then Vanity gets the same.
Yeah, Kitty and Ella's faces. I mean, at this point, Nadia, I've got to say, I was there thinking they're all going to be safe.
Yeah, I thought when Vanity was called next, I was like, oh, okay. Yeah. Ru does it. She says, "I'm sorry, my dears. You are not up for elimination."
I know.
What?
It's so naughty because she actually got them to the very end. Oh my God.
I mean, yeah. So we have a double lip sync for the win. And this is Kitty versus Ella. Now, neither of them have lip synced before.
Yes, that's right.
And this, well, I mean, what did you think?
Oh, I think you've got opinions on this. So the song was fantastic, Nadia, because I've not heard this song in such a long time. And as soon as it came on by Girls Aloud, I just went, I just remembered it in the recesses of my body. Yeah. What a tune!
I mean, so the song is Something New by Girls Aloud, which was taken from their album 10. Great. If anyone remembers the video, they're all in the matching orange dresses. Yeah. And apart from Nicola and Sarah, you're kind of going, wait, which one's which? Like, which one's working with Flyer?
I thought it was a good lip sync. What did you think?
I loved it.
Yeah.
I know you thought I was going to say I didn't like it.
I did. I was like, I thought it was good. Like, what? It was funny and it was good fun. Yeah. And Kitty just obviously she played to her strengths with the kind of comedy, sort of like she gave me sort of Ginger Minge style lip syncing, and Ella had that as well. But actually, Ella was kind of sexy.
Ella was turning it out, and to the point where when Kitty was doing the kind of like follow what the glamorous queen's doing and doing it in comedy style, like, oh, I can't actually do this. I thought, Is it too late? Like, but no. And I was so pleased. We get a double win, Lorna.
Yeah. That's lovely, isn't it? I mean, it's not supposed to be RuPaul's best friend race, but it really was this week. That means that, yeah, no one's gone home. And also, Nadia, I thought we might get an announcement from Ru that next week might be the final, and it might be the final four, which we've had before. However, this wasn't mentioned. And I think this is probably because of Victoria Scone having to leave the competition, and then we kind of got out of sync, perhaps. Maybe. But no, we're going into next week with 4 queens, and we are still not yet at the final. So you never know what's going to happen next week.
Good episode.
Very good. I did enjoy it. I love an acting challenge. It's one of my favorites. It's a challenge that I would love to take part in as well. It just looks so much fun.
I'm assuming you're around for next week's episode?
Maybe. I'll check my schedule. I might be washing my hair. I'm so excited for next week though, babe, because the queens, the eliminated queens are coming back for a roast, baby.
Yeah, and that trailer at the end of this week's episode looked pretty juicy.
It looked amazing. So racers, please do not miss it. So tune in tomorrow on BBC iPlayer for episode 9 of RuPaul's Drag Race UK season 3, and then come back to us the following Wednesday. I don't have the date on the top of my head, so I'll hand that over to Nadia.
Every Wednesday, the 24th of November.
Well done.
Thank you. And of course, don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at The Brit Stop Show. And of course, right here on our YouTube channel at The Brit Stop Show, where you can like, subscribe, and comment who you think is going to take the crown. Use the hashtags Drag Race UK and hashtag The Brit Stop Show. I, for one, and I think you are too, I'm looking forward to next week's episode.
Yes.
Jolly old goodbye from me.
Ta-ra from me, Chuck. Love ya. Bye.
See you later. Russell, call me.
Papa, can you hear me?